a discussion.
Yeah, and I was winning.
What? None of this would even happen if you would just let me do my job.
Oh, your job. Your job. Who's the one who forgot to check the credentials of all the guests?
I was told to ignore it. The Duchess herself vouched for them personally, and when I questioned that, my very job was ruined. Besides, all the people checking the credentials at the front gate got checked looking at your stuff, Madam Ambassador.
That was necessary for me to do my job. If I hadn't gotten in, everyone here would be dead by now, maybe even you too.
Do you dare question my prowess? I would gladly finish what we just started. Or perhaps I just need to give you a refresher course. Teach you about that some more.
You see what I have to work with here? He's been like this all night.
That's only because all night you've been an absolute pain in my ass.
There's a child here.
I am sorry, yes. I promise you that I am not normally like this.
Usually he's worse.
What?
Nothing.
I swear to you that I am very good at my job. My people love me. My peers respect me. And my superiors value me.
Well,
If you do not mind! I am simply trying to tell our good gathered friends here that despite my admittedly rather harsh first impression, that I am really here with only their best interests at heart, and am only in my current cheery disposition because of that brash, arrogant, annoying, scruffy-looking windmaker that has been thrown in my side all night.
who's scruffy looking?
Okay.
Besides, I have been fun and you know it.
Ha! Fun is hardly the word I would use. People are dead, lives have been ruined, and all that could have been avoided if I'd just been allowed to do my job.
Now you're talking in circles again, and I think the audience is confused.
You are absolutely right!
Yes, I am.
You get one. Well then how about we go back to the beginning of the story and just show all these good people what I've had to deal with all night. Between all my security people getting bogged down in paperwork because of your credentials, all the criminals that slipped through the cracks of security that you created, and let's not forget trying to figure out who is who amongst all these who's because of your lies.
Well, thank you. Good to know that I will be portrayed accurately in your representation of the night.
Fine, you can help.
Yay! I really want to be married. It all started on a night long ago, much like this one.
It was tonight! This all started just a few hours ago!
You just have to ruin all of my fun, don't you?
How about we just simply begin with the herald's introductions?
And miss your wonderful introduction to the story.
Fine. We will have it your way, but you have to leave.
But
Now, get...
fine.
We're not even in the story yet. Besides, I don't want you ruining a perfectly good scene with your shabby self.
What? You know, I never get to do any of the fun stuff.
Kid?
But
Now...
my people, you should not have to listen to this man. You should be outraged!
Yes, that's all very well and good. We'll get you some help in a nice man in white coats. Maybe you can show how to cover her nose and fix a few things.
Some hot wine? Or maybe some smoked pork? Or maybe meat is my favorite?
Yes! Me! And sugar! And coffees and chocolates! All from the New World! But they're that way!
Do you think you could push it a little bit lower? That actually felt really good on my back.
Gladly. Mind the landing! Ah! She stuck the landing. I hate that woman. So, where to begin? Well, the story begins with me just taking my shift for the night when I was going to be informed of some changes due to tonight's festivities.
Good evening, Captain. This is just marvelous last night. I have double-checked all the preparations and I hope that you find
impression of them will be that they are a suck-up rounders. And believe me, you will be absolutely right. But please, hear me out. When you see everyone else that I've had to deal with tonight, you will understand why I keep them around. Well, that is a very good beginning, Lieutenant, but tell me, did you double the men on tonight?
Yep.
You increased the rotation?
Yep.
You hired the men at arms?
Yep.
Please tell me you hired the men at arms?
Yes.
And for all that is sacred, tell me that you finally took care of that chicken that got loose in the barracks. Don't ask. And yes, it is relevant to the story. Well, if all that is done as you say, then it looks like a very good job done indeed. I may even be able to let you home early.
Captain, whatever you feel is better use of my time.
Claude, how are you feeling today?
Very well, Captain, but I swear the machine isn't totally my fault. And that won't be out, so I had a great night's sleep. I woke up this morning. About this time I got the morning again, and found I was still naked. I was having those dreadful dreams when back on my business. After lunch, though, Mr. Twitty didn't want to be about something to do about having to smooth some food for his eating. You know what I thought? Really just help it a bit, you know? But then again, I was walking behind the bar, holding out, I don't know if I should be supposed. It wasn't that enjoyable in plain sight. After I just wanted to relax and I wanted to go back to my bar, I read something pretty close to the monastery. Like a fight. So I went to the gallery to look at the paintings there. After that, the lieutenant found me here. She told me just how to get ready for this evening. So I went to the armory to go get my suit. So I really went on the spear and started because I like it. My spear's actually pointy. That finally took me to this.
Thank you, Claude! I promise that all of us here would love to hear more about your day. Not right now.
My spear's pointy again.
Do you see what I mean about the quality of the help? Like, he is a sweet boy, and bless his heart, he tries.
More like trying.
You're not helping! You're not even hearing the story yet! Get out! Now, she is right. He is not what you could consider the brightest candle on the cake. However, he is very loyal to... He always gets the job done. He still hasn't caught the chicken. He's very skilled with... That's the 17th series conference. I can't lie for him. The truth be told, I just really like the guy. He grows on you kind of like a weed, and I have no choice. It's like taking in a sick puppy. You have to. But Claude, I do hope that you are feeling at your best tonight. We're going to need everybody to be able to double their efforts. Which means that you must be the new guy.
Yes, Captain.
Yes, Captain, this is our latest recruit, Francis, and he has proven himself quite after the bow. Sword, and I personally cannot wait to see Francis in action.
Well, new guy, I do hope that you're everything that your bio has said that you are. I'm going to need everybody to be at their best.
Well, if I may ask, what exactly is going on tonight anyway, Captain?
Well, I'm so glad that you asked. Let it go. You see, Her Grace, Duchess McGuffin, has finalized her divorce and wishes to celebrate. She has invited everyone she has ever met to celebrate with her this evening, and mayhaps even have hopes of courting some of the younger members in attendance tonight.
Sounds bad.
It is, but have you not seen her behavior over the past 20 some odd years? It has always been about the next bigger, better, brighter, shinier, newer, younger thing. But I do believe it is time for the final round of introductions to take place. So, men, LT, to your stations.
You heard the man, everyone! Move! Hurry up, Benji! You're shadowing me!
Benji? That's not even close!
Lords and ladies, welcome one and all to tonight's festivities. Our host, the wonderful and magnificent Duchess McGuffin, wishes to thank you in advance and hopes that her late arrival will not turn you away to enjoying tonight's tonight's festivities. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the remaining guests.
Now, I've always liked our herald. He is quick, to the point, not too terribly airy, and he always manages to keep your attention just long enough without overstepping the bounds of what might be considered polite. And truth be told, I'd rather be telling the story with him. That would make things much too easy, wouldn't it?
Introducing first from high placement in the Queen's Treasury of London, making her trip today by caravan, the Royal Exchequer, Emily Jeremiah. Finalizing the financial matters of the Duchess's divorce. She unwinds a little. So the Duchess's hopes that you give her the same courtesy that she has been giving you the past few years, if not more.
Now, this one is very efficient. I have not met a single individual who is more by the books. Every I dotted, every T crossed, every equation completely balanced out. She is someone that I would have loved to have on my personal staff. But as one would have it, she is the one who has been poking holes in everything I and my staff have done all night. Now, don't get me wrong, my staff is good. But when you deal with the tantrums of her grace, you will quickly understand that there is no staff in heaven nor in hell that is truly up to the task.
Introducing Edward Cullen from Whitechapel.
That would be Edward and Donna, my good sir.
Whitechapel. Ugh.
Yes, it is very true that Whitechapel is not considered a clean place. But for someone who lives in such an unclean place, they have somehow put on the air that they are clean and worthy enough to be considered for placement in high favor. How? I don't know. I think I have something to do with you.
Next, introducing Bella Twice of Transylvania. Making her way to here today by hoping to slick her thirst.
Slick. What's slick? Now, the Countess Bella Twice is indeed a Countess from Transylvania, and I do believe we all heard the stories. But please, put all such things aside. She is not what you would consider the biggest bloodsucker in Venice tonight.
Introducing Lord Richard Belmont of Regensburg, Germany. He didn't actually. He's very tall.
Now, besides the obvious thing that the Herald told you, is that the Belmont family is indeed very prestigious. But it would be wrong to consider them famous. They are more infamous. But surprisingly enough, not because what they have done to others, but it's what others have done to them. You see, there has not been a single participant in the male line of this family for the past 5 centuries that has lived past the age of 35. And despite this one's accident, falling off a horse, which renders them incapable of having more than one-word sentences, I still think he's not going to last the night.
A special treat for tonight. From Gilda, even gracious, noble, virtuous, beautiful sight upon our eyes.
Stop messing with his lines! This is a farce, not a trashy romance novel.
Fine, sorry, go back to your...
My ass. I was just starting to enjoy the blissful silence.
Oh, you were starting to miss me and you know it.
If I miss you, I will be frustrated because I just wasted an error.
What was that?
Nothing! Will you please move along to the final introduction?
Oh, yes, by all means.
Shoot! Pick up! Only a 34. Now,
If you would all join me in welcoming our host, the magnificent Duchess Miguel. She thanks you for attending and hopes that your travels have left you very hungry for the kitchen staff and slaving, working very hard to bring you this meal tonight.
Thank you, Harold. You performed quite well this evening, and I'd ask you to join me at high table for tonight.
Thank you.
Now, the Duchess here has ruled these lands for quite some time, and to be perfectly honest, is probably the worst ruler that I have ever met. Now, do not get me wrong, she is not a tyrant hell-bent on pinching every penny possible out of the peasantry, nor is she a warmonger constantly trying to invade our peace-loving neighbors, such as yourselves in attendance. She is perfectly content with her position and her status. She has not even so much as stolen a single grape from the kitchens. So understand that when I say that she is the worst ruler in all time, it is only because she is just so dumb! Dumb! With a capital dumb! By God, this woman once tripped up an entire flight of stairs, turned around and proceeded to blame it on a pair of crabs, hell-bent about bringing on her downfall. No, sir, don't think about it too hard. The crabs don't actually exist. If you think about it too hard, you're just going to hurt yourself. The only way she gets anything done is through the combined efforts of my personal staff and sheer dumb luck. I don't even understand how she gets dressed in the morning. What further puzzles me is how she's able to stand upright and function without an aide walking behind her, whispering in her ear. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Left foot. Right foot. Left foot. Right. Left. Right. Stop sashaying and walk. I'm telling you, see what I mean? She cannot take basic instruction. And this one had the best tutelage that money could possibly buy. And it is so good and humbling and heartwarming to know that she did not let such an expensive education get in the way of her blissful ignorance. I submit to you as proof that if you, oh my gosh, if what you do not know cannot hurt you, then you are practically invulnerable. By the powers of all that is holy, I would love to have insulted you to your face. But the truth is, ladies and gentlemen, she just wouldn't understand me.
Captain, a word if you please.
Lieutenant! Yes, Your Grace! I am completely sorry. I had no idea. I wasn't saying. How did you know?
Know what? I just wanted to make sure everything was tied down and ready for this evening.
Oh, thank God! Oh, for a second, I thought you could hear my sides.
You know what?
Nothing. How are you feeling?
Well, I'm very cold and I have to pee, but all things considered, how did the preparations go? Tell me.
Well, since all my security people handling paperwork got bogged down in it, I had to hire on some more staff for tonight. However, I did take the liberty of hiring on a new guard for rotation. Duchess McGuffin.
Really? That's my name too. Does it check out?
Yes, Your Grace.
Oh, good. You never know who could be lying just getting here tonight. This is to be the gathering, to end all gatherings. Anyone was invited, and we can't expect all of our guests to be as wonderful and forthcoming as, our lovely Baroness
Now, I should have mentioned that I had one more guard on attendance tonight, but to be completely honest, I just forgot. You see, he was out and about securing the outer halls that each of you came through to join with us this evening, and he noticed something towards the sleeping area, and he decided to go investigate. I would gladly reinforce him, however, the rest of my staff became distracted, signing on duty for the night. 2 weeks. Never had a death. Granted, I've had plenty of attempts to handle, but not a single one had even gotten close. Every thief, thug, cutters, knew to stay with my feet. Why here? Why now, when I was just so close to the end? I should have known this.
Is he not following his self-pity? Am I disgracing any opinions here? Yes. Can't he just get on with his story?
Need I remind you that this is all your fault? I'm just trying to tell the crowd in attendance that everything I had worked so long for was gone. Just like that. In a flash. Done. And you and me.
Well, to be honest, if I recall correctly, then Harold would have died anyway, and it had nothing to do with me.
What did I say about spoilers? We got content partly. For this moment, can I just comfort myself in the belief that I can blame you for all of my problems?
Whatever helps you sleep at night. Where were you going with this anyway?
I was going here. Grace, I am happy to announce that it is clean.
Oh.
All the food and drink is safe for consumption.
Oh, now you tell us after we've already eaten, of course.
Oh, shut up.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. How was the food?
Oh, it was wonderful. Tell me, you spent some time in the kitchen just now, did you not? Did you happen to get any of the names of the cooking staff tonight?
Your Grace, you see, I was far too busy handling matters of the investigation to talk to too many people. But the lieutenant here was the one who was handling interviews. Lieutenant, would you come here for a moment, please?
Yes, sir.
Her Grace would like to ask you about who's on staff in the kitchen tonight.
Oh, yeah.
But before you begin, I must admit that there are some other matters that I need to attend to with this investigation, and they require me to be anywhere else. Grace?
He did not actually have anything else to do until more was uncovered in the investigation, and did in fact know the names of the people on staff tonight. He just did not want to have this conversation.
Nope.
And having witnessed it, I cannot say I blame him.
Well, let's see. They do have some goofy names. There's who in the kitchen, what is tending bar, and I don't know is washing the vacuum.
That's what I want to find out.
Well, I said who is in the kitchen, what is tending bar, and I don't know is washing the vacuum.
These guards.
Yes.
And are you planning on being part of the investigation as well?
Yes.
And you do not know the fellow's names?
Well, I should.
Well then, who is in the kitchen?
Yes.
I mean the fellow's name.
Who?
The man in the kitchen.
Who?
The head cook.
Who?
The one cooking.
Who is in the kitchen?
Well, I'm asking you who is in the kitchen.
That's his name.
That is whose name?
Yes.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
That's it.
That is who?
Yes.
Do we have a man in the kitchen or don't we?
Certainly.
Who is in there?
Yes.
All I'm trying to find out is who is the man in the kitchen.
That's correct.
What is the man's name in the kitchen?
No, what is tending bar?
But I'm not asking you who is tending bar.
Who's in the kitchen?
One position at a time.
Well, don't switch the stuff
I'm
around.
not switching anyone around. All I want to know is who is in the kitchen.
Yes.
What is the man's name in the kitchen? Would you just stay on the back gate and do not go off it, please?
Okay, what do you want to know?
Now, who is watching the back gate?
Why do you insist on putting food on the back gate?
What am I putting in the back gate?
What is in the bar?
We did not put her behind the bar.
Who's in the kitchen and mixing terrible drinks?
I don't know.
That gate!
They went on like this for some time. Quite some time. And I took the opportunity to excuse myself and see what kind of trouble I could get into around the house.
Now that's the first time I see that you understand all that.
Parents on luncheon. I was wondering where exactly Geldar is. I mean, I've cashed trousers checks from all over Europe, Asia, Africa, and the world, and I've never heard of such a place.
Well, you see, we do not exchange our currency with other nations. You see, Geldar is located in the north near Gelderland, and Geldar and Gelderland are such similar names, and other nations regard our currencies confused, so we decided to just stop.
I cannot imagine a civilization being dumb enough to allow that. Who would?
I have no idea. Now, if you'll excuse me, I would like to mingle with the guests.
Oh,
Little do they know, I am here on assignment from His Majesty's Secret Service. I use my years of training and expertise to mingle amongst the crowd. Hello, how
They cannot comprehend the web of information that I am a part of. Kevin, haven't seen you since the border disputes of Bavaria. This guy's an idiot, I swear.
Alex, you're the man. I use my cat-like grace to blend in and just milk for all the information they're worth. I mean, nobles, am I right? They'll give you just about anything on smile and wink and maybe just a bit of
You do realize that these are the people that you're telling the story to of just how stupid they are, right?
Right. So, as I was saying about these wonderful, forgiving, compassionate, ever so
No. Why are you backtracking?
I don't know. Besides, you are of no help.
I know. How does it feel?
It's really annoying. Right. So, I have received intel of a plot to assassinate the Duchess. I need to find someone who I can count on, someone who can help me and protect her and save her, but I did not know who I could trust. Who could I go to with this information?
Gee, I'm wondering who she could have possibly found to do something like that.
I didn't know I could trust you yet. All I heard was that there would be money transferred to accounts that eventually end up in the pocket of an assassin. And that's all the messenger said before he died.
He died?
I may have gotten a little bit carried away with the interrogation, but considering I had to do it on the run, I think I did quite well for myself.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I have a rule. If I have to chase you for more than a mile, you get a serious look. So it was around this time that I saw something rather odd.
Can I help you today?
What, may I ask, are you doing here?
Cleaning. Didn't like things to, not be clean at all.
You're not dressed as a servant from this house. Where did you come from?
Land of, Gelder.
Really? You know, I hear that is not even a real place.
That's a vicious lie told by our enemies to diminish our standing in posh get-togethers.
Have you seen where this posh gentleman has been sitting? No. Where were you sitting?
Over There.
Up there. At my table. Where I was sitting?
Hey, it's Samara. Samara. You know, normally she would have bailed me out by now.
You are from Geldar as well? Oh, Baroness, I didn't know you had a wonderful entourage with you.
No, wait, you hear us talking?
But of course. What, do you think this is some sort of private conversation area? I've been having these dinners for like 25 years now, and you would not believe how many people think they're being discreet just by walking down here in the middle of the floor. I hear everything you were saying from up there. So, I gather you are from Geldar? Tell me all about it. I mean, the stories from the Baroness have just been fascinating, and I want to hear all about it from a less fortunate soul. This way, come on, hurry, relax.
Question. I thought Geldar was made up. What exactly did you tell her?
That our turnip crops are second to none. And nothing else.
Turnips?
Enough about the turnips, or else you won't hear this.
They're what?
Well, you see, using this newfound information from the Duchess, I was able to listen in on their side of the conversation.
Oh, you just mean
I think you hear it enough. Absolutely. Do not point this at me. You think you could kill the Duchess. Why should I care about him?
He was a nobody. I do not have to add to the possible murder charges that may one day come back on him.
I should just call this whole thing off.
As you wish. I shall begin planning my withdrawal immediately.
No, I can't stomach her existence another night. We shall go ahead. I'm just flustered as all that.
Very well then. I shall continue this plan.
No, that is exactly what they would expect. We shall cancel the murder.
All right. I will get your money back to you immediately.
Absolutely not! The Duchess' mindless drivel has poisoned everyone's minds for far too long, and I shall be finally remembered as the one who finally removed that miserable witch from our backside and regaled as the hero of the people who brought them out of the darkness of their mothers and...
I think I'm starting to understand what you mean by getting flustered. Do you want me to kill the Duchess or not?
Well, with the Herald dead, they're gonna, tighten security and put more guards up in this room. And if they put more guards in the room, they're gonna notice things like you and me and someone from high table talking to some poor pauper. They could notice a lot of things, and not all the guards are stupid. Someone could even be listening in on our conversation right now.
So much conversation. Hello. I've been talking to you this whole time.
And they know that we're gonna try and kill the Duchess, then they're gonna arrest us, and they'll never get to see Mr. Whiskers.
You were getting flustered again.
Thank you. Kill her tonight.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Positively.
Yes.
Last chance.
Yes.
All right.
Kill the Duchess. Quietly, discreetly. Leave nothing that can trace back to us.
You do know I'm a professional, right?
Oh, well, just do it.
Need help?
I got this. So let me get this straight. You knew everything that you needed to know. You knew who was hired to kill the Duchess. And more importantly, you knew who had hired them. But you had yet to tell me about it. Why?
Well, I was about to, but see this thing with...
I still don't like turnips.
What are you talking about? They're nutritious.
That is simply fascinating. I've always wondered what your people did with such an abundance of turnips. Personally, they've always been too bitter for me to eat.
Yeah, all right. I could believe that.
And then you sort of...
Yes, I remember.
Your Grace, a moment.
What?
We moved further on with our search, but sadly we had yet to turn it conclusive. I'm here to request your permission to extend our search into further halls and, with your permission, the noble's quarters as well.
Yes, whatever. I have been fascinated by Raoul's stories of Geldar. Have you met him yet? He came here as the Baroness von Muchen's personal aide.
What? The Baroness arrived with a wagon driver who she paid to drop her off. And no one else.
Don't be silly. Of course she brought him with her. He's standing right here, is he not? Oh, don't worry, Captain. You're probably just confused. Happens to me all the time.
You don't say.
And then you sort of...
I remember. It went something like this. There was an awful lot of paperwork for someone who was just innocently passing through and decided to celebrate with us. And sneaking in an undocumented aide could get someone in a lot of trouble. Understand that for your own safety, I will be watching you. Have a good day, sir. That was about it, right?
Yeah, thereabouts. Please, who knew narrating a scene that you had with another narrator could be so confusing?
I know, right?
What did you tell her?
Nothing. I haven't managed to say anything this entire time. All she does is talk and talk. I haven't been able to get anything out.
Look, I know you're not supposed to be here because I'm not supposed to be here. But if I blow your cover, then I blow my own. So tell me, is there anything else I need to know?
Well, there is my assistant, the woman.
What woman? What did you tell her?
Nothing. I haven't managed to say anything this entire time. All she does is talk and talk. I haven't been able to get anything out.
Look, I know you're not supposed to be here because I'm not supposed to be here. But if I blow your cover, then I blow my own. So tell me, is there anything else I need to know?
Well, there is my assistant, the woman.
What woman?
Brown hair, about yay high.
She's the one that Jeremiah hired. This is getting too serious.
Tell me about it, please!
You are not helping.
Well, that may be true, but it is so much fun to be the proverbial foil on your side for a change. Now I understand what else me all the time.
I know.
So, once again, you knew everything that needed to be known. But why didn't you tell me?
Well, I was about to find you to tell you again, but...
Oh, right. Another dead body.
Oh, look, another dead body. Is it ready?
I will send somebody to bring dessert along shortly. Lieutenant! Clean up body too. Stop poking the corpse! Let's have some respect for the newly dead. I guess we do too much to ask to treat this one with a little more reverence and respect.
She's dead, she can't feel it.
Everything's fine, Captain.
I don't know why. know what I've been doing. After I got done disposing of the second body, that's correct, the second body, I had to go around to all the patrons and let them know that everything's going to be fine. That these were all isolated incidences. And I had their security definitely secured within my grasp. I have never had to lie about that before until now. Then after I did that, I had to leave and run out to the barracks and wake up every guardsman who thought that they were going to be having a nice holiday summer. So they could wake up bright early and have a nice holiday meal celebrating with their families. But now, I had to wake them all up because I needed every man capable to man the walls, the gates, and patrol the grounds to make sure no one gets in or out without my permission. Since I had to bring all these guards into overtime, I had been voiding the exchequer all night. Because really, the last thing anybody needs is to fill out an invoice that's going to explain why the Duchess's treasures are going to be much smaller. And then after that, I had to run around the street and take a personal account of everybody who was here tonight and hire a suspect list. Do you have any idea how many people are here tonight?
79, but that's only if you're just counting the guests. If you include high table, your staff, the servers, and the barracks, it comes to 114.
I hate it.
I know.
But if you would excuse me, I hadn't talked to the judge at this time.
Don't you even have to?
No, I'm narrating. Past tense.
Oh,
Please try to keep up.
Right.
Your Grace, we finished our search of the quarters and we found some disturbing things that required me to request your permission to interrogate, to interview some of your guests tonight.
Grace? My name is Deidre. Why have you been getting my name so wrong when you've known me for the past 25 years?
It's your title.
Oh, a book? I love books. Tell me a story, please, 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 please.
I got nothing.
But yeah, sure, ask away.
Thank you. Lieutenant,
Yes, sir?
I want you to set up in the middle of the room. I want to be able to keep an eye on
You have
everyone.
taken eyes out of your head? And how many eyes do you have exactly? There are 114 people here, you know.
There's 2 weeks. 2 more weeks. And I'm gone. Something. Yes.
Ooh, me, I know. Hit me, hit me.
Yeah.
Hit me. I know.
That depends on what it is that you found.
Well, we found this. It's
And what does that matter? There are thousands of books out there written in hundreds of languages that you cannot possibly understand.
yeah, but most of them don't and mostly great things like that.
Oh my God! Oh! Why fools? Hand me a book. With it closed.
I want to see.
No, you don't. All right. Well, it appears to be written in Latin. That's a start. I'm not exactly fluent, but I know a few things. There's more here than just anatomy. There's battlefield tactics, chess maneuvers, poetry, Talhofer translations. Where did you get this?
It was under a bench in the barracks. It could be anyone's.
Well, this looks like a personalized transcription. I'm going to try to translate it. Maybe it'll help. Due to these new sun-centered laws of heliocentrism. Heliocentrism, that's a big word. We humans have lessened our significance in the universe. How now will the aristocratic upper crust keep
See over other mere mortal men. say here that I, Claudius Maximus Aurelius, will bend knee to only those who earn and deserve my admiration and respect.
What? You read and speak in Latin?
Well, doesn't everyone?
No.
Captain, maybe we should question Claude first. I mean, we did find some odd things in his room.
Oh, good God, what odd things.
I mean, there were some plants, some extra spearheads, some vials of strange liquids, and a bunch of broken sticks.
Broken sticks. You mean the hats of all the spears he's gone through since he's been here?
Yeah, I know. Isn't that weird?
So let me get this straight. You think that Claude is some sort of super spy who's been sent here to kill us all and steal the Duchess's divorce money?
Maybe it's the best deep cover operation of all time.
You know what? I'll take anything at this point. Feel free to question away. I don't care anymore.
Claude, sit down. No.
Oh, yes, it is.
Well, Claude, how about we begin with you telling us where you were earlier this evening, right before the Herald died?
Well, I definitely was not then where I am right now.
You don't say.
What do you know about poisons? Was the knife yours? Why do you have all this stuff written in your journal? Who are you working for?
Now, LT, I highly
Well, I know
doubt
I
you
don't like
answer-
to have my drinks. No, the knife wasn't mine. I read in my journal because the last time I wrote in the walls, he yelled at me, and I worked for you, Captain.
Captain.
How do you keep track of all that, Captain?
I keep track of a lot of things. I know the big guy behind cable over there hasn't said a word all night. No one has seen Fenny around. I'm pretty sure the Baroness insisted didn't in fact arrive with her. I'm pretty sure Lieutenant's wearing a new kind of perfume.
At your pay grade? Claude, you have got to be the most perceptive idiot I have ever met.
Flower.
No!
Now I have a couple questions for you, Captain. How did you know it was poison in the first place?
Well, it was a very reasonable assumption. I mean, the Herald took a sip of his glass and then it died.
So you
And I'm
didn't
closer.
know it was poison.
No. He's right.
Now I haven't seen my book.
Sure. Why not?
Still, you're correct. 283. From my observation, it's probably Fox Club. Lieutenant, where'd you find this?
It was under a bench in the barracks.
Huh. Well, that makes sense after the whole chicken fiasco. Well, that's the end of my question. Captain, I have a favor to ask of you, though.
Favor? What is it?
Enough to kindness that we always do our usual. But that's besides the point right now. Oh, I'm hungry. Can I get a sandwich?
Yes, sure. Feel free to help yourself in the kitchens.
Who do I ask?
We're not starting that again.
Thank you.
No.
Yes, please, go, please. Quick. Claude. That way. He memorizes which page in his journal has an entry for Fox Club. And you still don't know which way leads in the kitchens!
Hey, Liam, can you go get the big guy from my table?
Forget what I just said. I take that back. Would you please take a seat? Put the chair back! Sir, would you please sit in this seat? Whiskey?
Yes, it is.
So, it's come to our attention that you haven't spoken much tonight.
Nope.
Do you know anything about the murders tonight?
Nope.
Do you ever say more than one syllable at a time?
Once.
I'm not going to get much out of you, am I?
Nope.
Can you at least put Francis down? Have a good night, sir.
Food.
Well, that was a thing. I'll say.
Okay, bring on the next witness, please.
How many more are there?
Calm down, there's just this one. We couldn't get anything more than a monosyllabic answer from one guy. We know two people who it isn't. Good evening, sir. Whiskey?
Yes, it is.
What are you doing here tonight?
Eating. And not stealing anything.
I'm sure. Now, the Duchess has informed me that you were part of, no, I'm sorry, the entire entourage for the Baroness. So how about we begin with telling us how the two of you met? I'd love to hear this story.
Well, one day I was in the marketplace buying things, and I saw two suspicious characters conferring in an alley. One handed a small vial of liquid to the other, who took it out to his wine stand, poured it into a cask. He then offered the Baroness a good drink as she passed by. Suspecting it might be poison, I tackled her to the ground. They stabbed me 6 times. Then, one of her guards drank some of the wine and died instantly. And after that, she made me her personal assistant.
Uh-huh.
6 times, you say?
That kills people.
But I am Raul Alejandro. I am not people. I'm a master.
So, your name is Raul Alejandro.
It is.
Hablas español?
Pardon?
Hablas español.
Can you use it in a sentence?
One moment. Raoul, if you are from Geldar, as you claim, how come are you Spanish?
Is that a Spanish?
Moving along. So, you say that you are the Baroness's master assistant. So tell me, what is it exactly that you masterfully did?
What's this?
What is involved with your duties?
That's what I need.
We did not see you arrive with the Baroness. How did you get here?
The door.
Fine. My mom's now so smart. And another wagon leaves Edinburgh at 25 miles per hour. And then travels at an accelerated rate of 30 miles per hour. Tell me, good sir, what time will that wagon reach Madrid?
I told you I don't
slavery.
What about the Duchess? I mean, she seems so enthusiastic.
Never mind. No. Very well. Bring on the next witness.
I thought you said he was the last one.
Just wait and watch.
Oh, you're gonna love this one. Wait for it. Wait for it. And now.
Oh yeah, that happened.
We're running out of food!
How many are we at now?
I have no idea. I have no idea anymore. Lieutenant!
Yes, sir. How come all the victims are named Lieutenant? I don't get it.
2 more weeks. 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks.
To the kitchen.
No! No, 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 no! That is disgusting! We don't even do that outside! This is not the Black Forest!
I don't get it. There's so many people dead now. What's going on? Are we all going to die? I think it's really. Oh my gosh. It's okay. It's all right. It's gonna be okay.
Calm down!
Doors are missing my job. You need to stay calm!
Captain, you're needed down here.
So that's what I was doing wrong.
You need to calm down. You need to calm down, okay? You're freaking out. Calm down.
This is the second time I'm saying more than one word in a sentence! We finally got through all that tape! Come What's the line about turnips, sir?
Turnips? Anything else? That's it! I give up! And this is what I have my intestine. Turnips! The Baroness claims she's from Gilda, which she further attests is from a sub-Arctic and somewhat less than temperate climate, which means it would be absolutely difficult to so much as harvest turnips at any point in time, which certainly means that they absolutely wouldn't be celebrating the turnip festival that she claims that they all are, which means she's lying. She's lying about where she's from. Smitty, we finally have her!
You sure you know an awful lot about turnips?
Well, when you become captain of the guard, you kind of have to know a lot about these things. You'll know someday. Now come along, Smitty. We have a client stake the grass and horse games away. And look at that. She got away. We're going to see that coming. Although, that just means we're having to do an old-fashioned search. Old-fashioned search. Right there. Come on, Smitty. You got work to do. Lieutenant!
Yes, sir.
Get Claude!
Yes, sir. Claude!
Here, Paul.
The captain says that we're needed right away.
What much are we?
He says we can split it.
Okay, I love this job. Well, later. Oh, dear.
Wow, Tommy, I forgot that you were here.
So, Captain, have you figured out?
Captain, you figured out what's going on?
That is it! I've had it!
Timmy, calm down.
Francis! My name is Francis! Are all you so stupid as to get one simple name? I mean, no wonder people here are dying. All they
Listen up! Get up, boy! We have this proverbial stake in the grass
to get to our security. And that doubly means that she is very well trained. And we have a lot of this ground covered. We do not have a lot of time to do it. Pull it together. Never split the party. Never, ever split the party.
Wow, Captain, that was rude. You didn't even cut me off like that.
I hate you. We are going to have to begin a systematic breakdown of this entire keep and its grounds.
No, that'll take way too long. We've done so much exposition already.
What, so you're going to go ahead and do my job narrating my own part?
Yes.
You think you can do better
Yes,
than I
yes I
can?
can.
Well, guess what?
Watch me.
Guess what?
Watch me.
You can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Watch me.
No, you're not.
You go over there.
Judge, all right, fine. If you're going to do my part, then I'm going to go ahead and play up your part.
Fine. Anyhow, first of all, the house, in the bedrooms, kitchens, everywhere you can think of.
I have to be thorough.
And then you went outside and you tore apart the lawn. I mean, really, like someone was going to take the time to dig their way in here.
I needed to search for evidence, and it needed lawn care.
You opened up a crick and desecrated a body.
That was not my fault. We found it like that.
There's something about a chicken somewhere around here.
I don't know. I can tell you I'll track that.
All that, hours of that. And I've been right there the whole time.
Which led to everything coming to a head right here.
Right, you walked up and said, Baroness von München, there's something I need to speak to you about.
Switch. You first. Baroness von München, I have something I need to talk to you about.
I have something I need to talk to you about, too.
Oh, good. You're under arrest.
Wait, what? No, I need to expose you to something.
Oh, please! There are children present.
No. I need to tell you, I'm a spy, and I'm behind everything going on tonight.
Really? So you're confessing to me, here and now, in front of all these gathered witnesses, that you're involved in the deaths of 3 people?
Yes! I mean, no! I was sent here in order to bring everything that's going on tonight together.
So let me get this straight. You arrived here under false pretenses with illegal documents, snuck others in with you, and further are involved in the deaths of 3 people.
I suppose now is a bad time.
Do you have any idea how much paperwork is involved with running up a traffic